matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. In this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Hooker now off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to find Jameson Williams. And it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily moved to the top.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I certainly didn't like what he saw. The coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Yeah, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 35. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
You know, that did not feel good. Vita Vea with the sack there. I don't know if it's a big-time presence on the defensive line, especially against the run. But he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Back to throw here. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Well, you want to talk about a bold, confident group right now, CD. Now 2 for 2 on fourth down conversions, and this is just the opening drive.
This isn't just setting a tone. That's darn near taking your foot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a toss right side with White. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Looking for Cade Otton that time. But now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Godwin continues to be the receiver every quarterback wants in his offense. Over 100 catches and 1,000 yards last season. Fills that reliable short field role and knows how to get open quickly on any type of route.
Mayfield on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents. Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Second and 10. Goff again. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on. You got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Another run for Gibbs here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stay behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st down, gone. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended run. The guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield now.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg.
Complete right side to Otten.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Cade Otten.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Forced out to his left.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Goff.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
The slot man in motion right. Goff on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
To the air again. Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And that man, 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got White here. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Oh, good move. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. before he does pick up the first. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll go again with Gibbs. A strong running. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, I love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
Finds Gibbs on a check down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White,
82 yards.
and the Buccaneers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's gone. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Buccaneers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 97 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Vita Vea in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Goff going to get this to Gibbs. And they can't bring him down. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Goff on 1st down. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this past the 20-yard line. Oh, smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, guys, let's make a play here. Come on, in for a touchdown. Right here, right now. What you got? We need 6 on this drive.
2nd and 11.
Let's control the trenches.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They start to drive with White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 110 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good gain there on first down. That keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, a run from White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Now that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Ross St. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Bucs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.